Alright, so today we're going to go over the 5 things on how to help you find great deals at reptile shows. Now there's 2 kinds of great deals. There's a great find and a great price. You can expect one or the other, but to get both, well, that's the goose with the golden egg. So here's some tips and hopefully it's going to help you out. Alright, so first things first, do your research. So go to the event page and then go to different vendor pages and see what they're bringing to the show. So that way if you're looking for something specific, you know who to talk to and just get it as a pre-sale. So get it before the show even starts. That way if something happens and you don't beat the rush, you still have the animal reserved and held back for you. So the first kind of good deal at a reptile show is going to be something that's really rare and you only find a couple of them at a show. So behind me with eclectic reptiles is going to be giant blue beauty anoles. $5,000 for a young pair, but they're gorgeous and nobody else has them. They are amazing animals. So my first tip is come early. There's a lot of people here, and if you're trying to find something good, you want to be one of the first ones to get here. So if it's between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, well, if it's only one pair that's here, you want to be the guy that's here at 10 and not 11. All right, so Alex, what's the first thing that flies off your table?
Usually, for the big shows, I try to bring a good variety of the squam. That's what people come to see me for. Anytime I brought black squamagera, they sell ASAP in the morning. You know, someone walks up and they want it and they snag it. I try to always post a picture and a little kind of teaser list of what I'm going to bring beforehand. It's always nice because it gets a lot of people thinking about what's going to be there. What I do usually when I'm sitting at my table is when I have people, if there's not a lot of people at there asking me questions right then, is just shoot a couple people pictures, text a couple people.
So you're always working?
Trying to.
Okay.
The money's there, you just got to go get it.
Yeah, you heard it here. Come early and make sure you check the posts of each of the vendors to see what they're bringing. The second part of come early is stay late. You could make a vendor's day and a vendor might be a lot more willing to cut a deal just to kind of sweeten how their day went. So whether they had a good day or a bad day, they might be more willing to negotiate. So the other side of that is a vendor might want to keep their stock for a show they have coming up. So they might not be so eager to let things go. So kind of be aware of that, and it's always no unless you ask. Make sure you stay late because a vendor, right before they pack up, might not want to take something home. So the next tip is know when to talk and know when to shut up. Vendors get here before anyone else and they're looking at everyone else's table.
Okay, yeah, I mean, with the vendors, we pretty much know what each of us carry. A lot of us follow the same circuit. We understand what each of us kind of deal in and which species we like to work with. And if you are looking for something, you can't ask any of the vendors, and they'll give you an idea of who might have it and where to find it in the orientation of the show.
So yeah, pay attention to online, show up early, stay late, and talk to people, but know when to shut up.
How do I say this without sounding rude? We hear everybody's life story. Every show, I hear it 20 times. And it's not that I don't care, or that any of the vendors, it's not that we don't care. When you monopolize a breeder's time, especially if you're not buying anything from them, you're costing them money from the next person that might walk past them because they're already talking to you.
Another reason to shut up is because you don't want to waste time. If you're sitting here talking about everything that you've ever planned to do, why some things didn't work out, what color pants you were wearing when you were pairing snakes together, you're not going to be the person that finds that good deal on somebody's table. You're going to be here talking too much about yourself. So keep your eye on the ball and get over yourself just a little bit. I need black dragons. I need black dragons.
I need black dragons, man.
So, check the vendor layout. If you're looking for something specific and you've done your research, make sure you know where to find them. They have maps up at the front, and make sure that you know where to go to where you're not wasting time on the whole other side of a venue, because you'll end up hanging out around one side and then you'll go to a table you've wanted to see all day and you just saw them and the show's about to close up. So make sure that you check your vendor layout, know where everyone is, and that way you can make a plan and find what you need. The next tip on this list is don't be a jerk. Vendors might have many reasons for not wanting to move on their price, whether it's on consignment, a project that they're really proud of, or they don't want to undercut the entire hobby. While vendors might not want to move, don't be a jerk about it. It's always no unless you ask, but if you're told no, don't take it personally and don't be a Karen. All right, so keep something in mind. Sometimes something is cheap, and it's cheap for a reason. So use your own discretion and work with reputable vendors and go to reputable shows. So sometimes you'll get something that you think is at a good cost, but it's gonna end up costing you more in the long run. So a bonus tip is build a relationship with vendors, and if you work with them often, you can get some pretty good deals. So my mission today was find a Savannah monitor and find it at a good rate. I was originally looking for a baby, but I ended up finding this guy. He's about 6 years old, and I'm taking him home. Yo, he likes me. He's embracing me. But guys, be sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hey, I love you on like a personal level. I love you.